It's time for bed chats with Hank Green. I just finished VidCon Australia and had a wonderful time and had a conversation with a journalist that clarified things for me. A writer, really nice guy, had a great conversation, and he writes for a marketing magazine. And the first question he asked me was, why don't, like, I don't know. It wasn't even a question. It was like we were talking, and he brought up the word influencer, and he's like, "But you don't like being called an influencer?" And I was like, "You're right. I don't. I don't like the word influencer." And he asked me why, and I answered the question. And then as we continued to talk, it kind of like my brain kept coming back to this point that that was becoming more clear to me. And it's funny because this word has been around for such a long time that it's not it's fine. Like, we're here now, but like I've always hated it, and I haven't really always known. Like, I haven't thought a ton about why, I guess, or it just didn't become clear to me until this conversation, which I feel like should have happened a long time ago. But here's what's up. First of all, thank you to people who gave me nice gifts at my signing line, like this tiny Bilbo Baggins and these socks. I love socks. And Australian M&Ms taste different. Either that or those are very old M&Ms. Anyway, influencer. Why don't I like being called an influencer? Why don't I like that word? Well, like, ultimately, and I'm not, like, no offense to this dude, like, it's the same reason that, like, a journalist would not like to be called, like, an ad sales rep. That's not what I do. The marketing world calls internet creators influencers for their own use. That is their word that they have picked for us because they want a way to talk about us that is helpful to them. But that has nothing to do with how I want to imagine myself. This is just like marketing trying to figure out a way to, like, exist in a post, sort of bulk content world. The world is no longer bulk content. The world is now fractured content and fractured fame and fractured influence. But, like, that guy who's writing his article for his marketing magazine, his job isn't to sell subscriptions. His job isn't to sell ads. His job is to create good content for his audience. And that's going to help him sell subscriptions, and it's going to help him sell ads. It's going to help somebody sell subscriptions and ads. But, like, I'm not here. I don't make stuff so that I can be an influencer. I don't make stuff so that I can create influence. I don't make things so that I can, sell HelloFresh subscriptions, right? I make stuff because I find it joyful, and I want to make people happy, and I want to positively affect their lives, and I think I'm good at it. Like, none of the calculus involves, like, none of the thing that I do day in, day out do I ever think about myself as like that is the thing I'm doing. Creators, I mean, I think some people might, and words matter so much, and so I think that some creators might think of themselves as influencers, and that's their job. That's the whole reason they're creating, is so that they can make money selling Listerine. And okay, but, like, that's kind of a bummer. I think that we should think of ourselves as people who, like, want to make, and I think all people want to make things, and make things that they're proud of and that they love and that make them feel a thing, and then like, also ideally makes other people feel a thing. And I don't like this. Yeah, it seems so obvious to me. Like, why wouldn't you like the word influencer? Well, he didn't say that, but, like, why don't creators like the word influencer? It's like, because that's not what we do. That's not what we think about. That's not why we create. And so I understand that there's no good word for the thing that we do, but I want to put that one to bed, man. You can talk about it in your marketing magazines. You can talk about influencers, but don't call me that. It's like if we're like all people who have created, like the people who make TV shows are not, like, they're not ad sellers. You know, they're producers and showrunners and writers and actors and grips and cinematographers and like, fuck, man. Like, it's such a commodification of the thing, and it's a belittling of the thing. You know, it takes it and it like takes the thing and it like reduces it to its economic output. And like not its only economic output, to be clear. There are lots of different ways that creators make money. Many don't, like many internet creators don't do the influencer thing at all. And like a podcaster, like, is not an influencer. We make content, man. We make things and we put them, shove them out into the internet and pray, you know? And yeah, it's like why reduce it to the one, like this one piece of economic output? Because like in the marketing world, you're stuck thinking about that one thing. Well, fuck it, leave it behind. Try and imagine this in a more complex way. Like and using the word influencer imagines it in the most simple way. And I think that might fuck marketing up sometimes. And like be like, oh, I don't understand. Why don't you want to do this for me? And it's like, because I'm not here to sell Listerine, man. I have to sell Listerine to feed my kids or whatever. Like, I don't sell Listerine, but I do brand influencer things, which is why I brought up Listerine. And I think that like influencer marketing is interesting. And I think that like that stuff, like I want to work with Metamucil and I hope that I get to. And I like want to work with brands that I'm passionate about and tell people about them and get paid for it. But like reducing, like, okay, is this one word you can use to describe what we're doing? Yeah, like in your little world, but like don't think that that's my job. Don't think that's what I do. Don't reduce what creators do to this one thing that is the thing that matters to you, because then you will not have intelligent conversations with them. You will not have productive conversations with them. You will have probably insulting conversations with them because you have misimagined what their job is and how they imagine their job. Yeah. So I think like I want to put the word to bed. I think influencer marketing is probably okay. I think like influence marketing is okay. Oh God, I just hate the word. And like every creator does. I talk to so few creators who like when I say that word aren't like, it's not even like I bring it up and I'm like, do you like the word influencer? And people are like, well, you know, not really. It's like you say the word and they're like, like we don't even like it coming out of our mouths. And it's such an obvious reason why. So I don't know. This is a Hank's Channel video. It's not like all of you work in marketing or anything. But if you want to send this to your uncle or aunt or their brother or sister-in-law or local marketing firm, do that and let them know that maybe just call us creators and call it creator marketing. Or, yeah. And like, why the fuck do you need this word that commodifies us as the one thing, the one output that matters to you, instead of all of the other, like, the vast majority of other things that I do on a daily basis?